Hey everyone, I'm Sarah. Welcome back to Fisher Price Ranch. So now that kidding season is over, I thought I would do a video on, I guess, the bad part of what happened during kidding season. I didn't want to ruin it in all the birthing videos. So, of course, as you know, we did lose the one that was stillborn and mummified out of Bonnie, so that was a bummer. But since the kids have been born, we have lost one. Ash, which is one of Peppermint's babies, he actually got laid on when we had that really cold freezing night. And I guess one of the mamas laid on him and suffocated him, and he passed away. So that was a bummer. Other than that, everybody's healthy, so we didn't have too bad as far as losses. But for whatever reason this year, we're not sure if it was the weather, or maybe if it was the house that we brought in, if it had a funny smell in it. But we had like 5 does start rejecting babies, and we haven't had a bottle baby in years. So very, very odd. So I'm making milk right now while I'm talking to you. So anyway, we had Snickerdoodle, who was the first timer. She was taking care of her. All of them started taking care of their babies, and then it was by the next day or the day after that they started kicking them off. So Snickerdoodle rejected hers and never took him back. And then Sabrina, if you guys saw in the video when she was giving birth, she was actually starting to bond with Peppermint's kids, thinking they were hers. And she kind of rejected both of hers, but eventually she took them back. Though one of them still never fully got back on her. He was always a little thinner than his brother. And I actually did have some previous clients that have come back to me for more pack oats, and they really, really wanted bottle babies. And I told them I never get bottle babies. I don't like to sell them. Well, ended up with some. So I decided to sell them Snickerdoodle's son and then pull the skinnier one of Sabrina's off. And we sold them to them as bottle babies. So they're very happy with them. They're doing great. And then Missy, who had the triplet girls on Christmas, she rejected one of hers. And I'm not sure why, though I did talk to the previous owner. She never had triplets ever before. So maybe it was too much for her. So we're currently bottle feeding Rosemary. And then Dippin' Dot, who had the mummified baby last year, had 2 live boys this year. But for whatever reason, we have one that seemed like he was a little bit slow in the head, and he didn't quite get the concept of nursing. Even putting him on the bottle, it takes forever to give him a bottle. So, anyway, so now we're bottle feeding him because she kicked him off. And then, Mama, who gave us the triplets also, she kicked off one of hers, which she's never done before. She's raised triplets before. So anyway, we've had quite a few. Oh, and then Gypsy, who had the 2 out in the pasture, and those kids were up and running like instantly, and they follow her everywhere. She started rejecting her daughter, which was weird, but she's taken her back with no problems. So I'm wondering if it was either, like I said, the smell from the housing, or if it was the rain and the cold. I don't know if it blew their scent away. I don't know. It's very, very odd. But unfortunately, we have 3 bottle babies, and I really don't like bottle babies. Oh my gosh, it takes so much work, and it costs so much, because right now all the girls that have kids, I'm not going to take their milk away. Because like 2 of the 3 were out of triplets, and I don't want to take it away from the other 2, so we're having to buy milk. The best way to bottle feed baby goats is to buy whole cow's milk from the store. A lot of people don't recommend the replacer because it's just not exactly what they're supposed to have. And they tend to get diarrhea or upset stomach and stuff. So the best thing to do is whole cow's milk from the store, and we just heat that and feed it to them that way. So that's what we're doing right now. So it's a process. We are currently feeding, let's see, like 13 ounces a piece to them, and we have to work all the way up to around 25 to 30 ounces 3 times a day, until they get to the point when they're older, they only need 2 bottles a day. Then once we start at the point of weaning, we'll start dropping them down to less and less. So it's kind of a pain. Like I said, I don't like bottle babies, but unfortunately, this is what happens. So we have our milk here. There's our bottles. And then I ordered larger bottles because these are regular baby bottles. So they haven't come in yet, but then I have a jar for the extra. And then we'll let them drink these down and then fill them all back up halfway. So here's our crazy bottle babies. We've got Rosemary, the red one, Calla, and Oakley. Oakley's the one that seems a little bit slow. So these guys did already get colostrum from their mother, which is very, very important. Here, Oakley. Oakley. Oh my gosh. Will you calm down? Look. See, he's just kind of retarded. Will you stop? Oh my gosh. How many times have you had the bottle?
I know, he was trying to push through my leg this morning.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you're a dummy. So he, like I said, he does not seem very smart. Oh, you almost had it. Oh, there we go. We latched on.
Maybe.
There we go. Kinda. There we go. So anyway, it's also very, very important that these goats get the colostrum within the first 24 hours of being born, because that's their essential nutrients from their mother with a bunch of antibodies and everything that they have to have. So luckily, these girls seemed like they got some from their mom, but also Oakley, we made sure that we put him on his mom at least to nurse some, even though she didn't want him to. So we just held her to make sure that he got the colostrum. They usually need about 2 ounces of colostrum. And then after that, you can go with straight milk. But the nice thing is Pinky, who's over there straight ahead with the white side, she produced so much colostrum for her twins that we were able to put about 10 ounces away in the freezer. We freeze them in ice cube trays because the ice cubes are typically 2 ounces. And so we have that for later if we ever need it for babies, for whatever reason. But now we have to do this. We got them down to 3 times a day. The first 24 hours, it's like every 2 hours if you have to bottle feed. Luckily, we didn't have to do that because the moms, like I said, did take them the first day and a half, up to 2 days. And then they started kicking them off, which I just don't understand why they did that this year. Because we haven't had any bottle babies, like I said, for a couple of years now. So anyway, we're stuck with all these guys. I think Oakley, because he seems like there's something up with him mentally, maybe. We'll probably just raise him for food. He's not breeding quality or anything. So that'll be his fate. But these 2 girls, I think Rosemary we're probably maybe going to keep. We don't know yet. But she's one of the triplet does. And then Calla, she's out of Bazooka, which I really like his couple daughters we've retained so far, but we aren't going to make official decisions until they all reach 3 months old. But no, you're going to have to wait. You can see the girls have already finished their bottle and Oakley has he hasn't even gotten half yet. So Brandon's going to add in more milk, keep the girls busy while this guy works on his bottle. So it's not a horrible kidding season. It was actually really good kidding season. We just had a few little hiccups here and there. And like I said, now we're stuck with bottle babies for the next few months, but at least they're healthy and we're moving forward. So we will have a couple stragglers. We've got one more due randomly this month, I think. She came to us already pregnant. And then we do have one in February around the 21st, I believe. So we'll have a couple random birthing videos as long as I'm here. To share with you guys a little bit later. But this pretty much sums up kidding season. I will do another video to show you guys all the babies now that they're dry, up and moving around. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you soon.